Hello and welcome to this video. Don't really have a plan. The footsteps of my dogs, so just ignore that. I'm not a professional YouTuber or anything like that, so this is just me in my bedroom, just doing my thing. But anyway, yeah, so essentially I'm just going to be getting ready because I have some things to do today, some clients' makeup to do, so that's going to be fun. But I can't go looking like this. So I'm going to show you how I go from this to something better. Anyway, so the first thing that I do is just have a shower, freshen up, wash my face. I'm going to do my hair but not on camera, and also I'm just going to put in a bun so it's not that exciting. But yeah, so that will be the first step. Alright, so I've had a shower, gotten changed, done my hair, nothing special, just like one of those bun moments. Anyway, so I usually do my makeup in a different room, so if I'm being a bit awkward, because I usually have a table and I don't have a table in front of me, so this is going to be a bit tricky. But anyway, so I always start off with moisturizer because my skin is dry. And I'm just looking in the viewfinder because I only have two hands, girl. What's up? And so I start with eyebrows. And I like to start with eyebrows. Oh god, what's that? If you see any glitter on my face, please ignore because that shit is hard to get off. So I just brush them up. And I like to just use a little skinny brush because my eyebrows, I can, sometimes if I tint them, I can get away with just a clear brow gel, but sometimes I like a more defined look. But anyway, how are you? If you're watching this video, you must be really bored. But anyway, I kind of wanted to not only do this video because I just need to start doing it. I keep on thinking to myself, like I watch way too much YouTube. But I just think to myself, like, I can do that. I do my makeup anyway. Why not film it? But also, I kind of had the epiphany that a lot of YouTube, like beauty gurus, a lot of their YouTube is just like entertainment. And I remember watching YouTube and thinking, and I started watching YouTube because I wanted to learn more about makeup. I just find that now, like a lot of beauty gurus, it's just about doing something insanely different that's like really intense makeup, or you know, they just gossip, or they just do these weird like YouTube challenges like in the dark, and like yes, it's very entertaining to watch, but there's hardly any videos out there that talk in a way that like people who are just starting out, or people who just want like normal makeup looks, and they just want, like, you know, they just want to learn one or two things and they don't want anything crazy. And I think that I can, you know, I'm the kind of makeup artist that, you know, I love doing creative and dramatic looks. Oh, by the way, I'm just doing clear brow gel now. But anyway, I really do like doing dramatic looks and, you know, having fun with makeup, and, you know, I'm always wanting to challenge myself, but I have so many clients who have no idea, like no idea, and that's totally fine, because if I went to a mechanic and said, like, hey, I don't know what's wrong with my car, can you fix it? And they go, you don't know anything about cars? Like, it's like that. Like, why would I know? I'm not a mechanic. But anyway, that's just what I think. That's just what I think. Just a little tip for my curly girls out there. A really good way to kind of get down those like curly bits is with clear brow gel, and I'm just using like a shitty, well, it's not shitty, but like an inexpensive clear brow gel, and I don't use this one on my clients. This is my personal one. I actually just do this. I know, I'm so weird, but it works. So yeah, I should probably invest in getting like a hair gel, but it's things like these that, like these little tricks that just make a world of difference. Look at that. And I don't have to straighten my hair. I don't want to like ruin my hair by straightening it all the time. So I just do that. It works. Anyway, so next thing I'm gonna do, I personally don't wear lots of makeup, and that is just because I do makeup all the time. Sometimes I don't have time to do like a full face, and also I do break out. I'm 25 years old and I still break out, so what's good? So I'm just gonna be doing a few, like 1 or 2 colors with a cream eyeshadow and just blend it out with my finger. Nothing too crazy, but it still gives like, it still gives like a really pretty effect. It's just enough, you know. And I'm just using 2 colors today, and they're both shimmery. I'm using a dark color for the outer part of my eye, and I literally just draw it on. This one's getting a bit old and dry, so it's taking a little while, but okay, Sarah. And I don't always put an eyeshadow primer on. I mean, with products like this, you don't really have to, because it's a cream and it will stay. But if I'm doing eyeshadows, sometimes I don't put eyeshadow primer on, and that's just because I like it to look softer. Doing a little bit underneath. So that's the first color. Ah! This is why I use a table. Oh my god! I just pulled the lid off and that happened. Marc Jacobs. Oh well, it still works. So I'm using a lighter color for the rest of my eye. Just on like the inner half. Nice champagne. Nice champagne color. Love. A little bit on the inner corner. And that's all I'm going to do. Sorry if you were hoping for a more dramatic look, because... So I'm going to be using just a retractable non-waterproof eyeliner. I only use waterproof if I absolutely need it, because it's really hard to get off and it's kind of bad for your eyes. So I like to do this really funky face, and I go underneath the eyelashes, and that way it creates like a dark lash line without actually me having to do a line on top. So my next step is just mascara. And I feel like just doing this makes me look like I've got, you know, enough makeup on. I've got my eyebrows, I've got eyeshadow, liner and mascara, but it's not as if like I look like I'm going out. I'm just, you know, I'm a working woman, I've got things to do. So just a bit of mascara. And I always do bottom lashes because it helps define the eyes. And that's my eyes. So take it or leave it, love it or hate it. Yeah, that's it. So next I'm going to start off with foundation. Now, I usually do eyes before foundation because if I'm doing like eyeshadow, then I get eyeshadow fallout and then my foundation goes all grey, or like it's hard to get off any mistakes. So I do it my eyes first, and I'm just a bit lazy. But since I use the cream eyeshadow, there's no fallout. So I'm just going to go straight into my foundation, and I like to use the Water Blend by Makeup Forever. And I love this foundation. Like, when I first tried it, I was like, this isn't giving me anything. But, well, first of all, I think I had the wrong color on. And once you have it on and then you set it, oops, there's a hair. So once you have this foundation on and then you set it with powder, it gives you like, I don't know how to describe it, but already like I look really pale, but I love that hydrated, not even like glittery highlight, but like I love that hydrated, fresh, you know, looks like I just came out of the ocean, even though I don't go to the beach. I'm Australian, I don't go to the beach. Whoops. I'm working with such a small mirror. And I still have glitter on my face. Anyway, so that's one half of my face, and I find that it's just enough. It just covers a bit of the redness. I like my skin showing through my foundation. I know some people hate that. The way I see makeup is I want the makeup to enhance me. I don't want it to look like I've got makeup on. And I'm sure that's what a lot of people want. They just want to look flawless. And some people want it to look like they're wearing a lot of makeup, and that's totally fine too. But I don't know, I am just fascinated with that really editorial, glowy, you know, flawless, I guess. Imperfectly perfect. It looks disheveled and like random, but it's kind of oddly satisfying and beautiful. And that's what I like about editorial. It's not perfect, but it's still beautiful. And that's what I want to look like. I want to look, I know I'm not perfect, and that's a very unrealistic thing to want, but you can still feel beautiful. But I think there's beauty in things that are imperfect as well. We're getting deep here. But anyway, so for a look like this, I don't really use concealer. I've been getting enough sleep lately, so I'm not even gonna bother putting anything under my eyes. My blemishes are not too bad. They're being covered okay. So I'm just gonna use a face powder now, and I like to use a coloured powder for myself, but for my clients I like to use a translucent powder because with clients I do conceal certain areas and I cream contour, so I don't want to cover all of that up with a coloured powder. So I do use a coloured powder for me, and I'm just going to press it all over. Press. It takes away a bit of that shine, but there's still like that really fresh look underneath, and that is what I love. You know, you can still see a few little marks, but I'm not mad. I am not mad about that. And I like to make sure I get under the eyes quite well, because if you don't powder under the eyes, you do get those funky little wet looking creases under the eyes. And I'm just going to make sure that I go down the neck so there's no separation from face to neck. Yeah, I'm not using too much. I might use a bit more on these blemishes, maybe. But yeah, now I look really pale and like sick. So that's where the blush slash bronzer slash highlight comes into play. So I like, if I'm doing like quite a natural look, I like to just use one colour that kind of does both. So this is just like a MAC Jade Jagger, I don't know, I don't know what it is, but it's a blush, but it's got a bit of brown in it, and I like this, I love this colour, I think it's beautiful. And I'm just gonna kind of flick it all over my cheeks, and somehow this blush has a bit of sheen to it. It's like satin, but it's not glittery at all. Like there's no glitter whatsoever, but it gives me like that highlighted look anyway. I like to go a little on the nose, so like a little sun-kissed look. Yeah, pretty simple stuff. Pretty simple. And I feel so pretty with this makeup on. And I am going on the temples because I find that if I don't incorporate my whole face with colour, it looks really weird, like one strip of pink or brown and then the rest of the face is still pale. So I go all the way, kind of like almost everywhere. A little bit under there, under the chin. And a little down the neck. And that's it. I'm not a massive lip wearer because I don't touch up my makeup really ever during the day. So one, I like to have foundation that I know will last on my skin, and a hydrating foundation lasts really, really well on my skin because my skin's so dry. And also I don't like touching up my face during the day. I just can't be bothered. So I just use, this is just a lip gloss. It's got a really nice colour and sheen, and I just use lip gloss because when it does come off, it doesn't look janky and weird like a proper lipstick does. And I also like nude colours a lot too. So I'm just putting this on. But also I like glossy lips because it kind of ties in with a whole dewy, fresh aesthetic that I like. Yeah, this is pretty much just the everyday-ish work makeup for me. Really simple, really easy to do, only a few products. These are the products and my coffee. That is everything that I've used. So I wanted to also do this video because I believe that social media is amazing and it has helped so many people stay in touch, and the internet in general, we have all learnt so much. Like there are so many amazing artists and you know, just people in general who are getting more recognized that probably wouldn't have in the past. The makeup industry was definitely a, you know, you have to know the right people to get the best jobs kind of industry, but now it has definitely expanded, and I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing without it, essentially. But also social media can be a little misleading sometimes, and I don't think that that is, you know, anyone's fault. I don't think that that is, you know, an influencer's fault or the consumer's fault, but I just wanted to make this video to show that they are all normal people too. And just because they portray themselves to be beautiful and maybe rich or just are really lucky, that is not always the case. You know, they're normal people too, and I don't think that you should feel bad about yourself because you don't have the things that they are showing you that they have, or if you feel like your life isn't as amazing. Yeah, I just wanted to show you that, because on social media, like, it may seem really different to what it really is, and I feel like I've really struggled with, you know, self-confidence, and I think that that's a big thing. Yeah, I still like looking at Instagram and YouTube because it's entertaining and it's fun and funny, and, you know, in a way it's something to work towards, to be a part of that community. Anyway, I just wanted to have my 2 cents, put it in the little piggy jar and send it off and just talk to you guys, and be a little bit more real with you guys in my videos. So hopefully you watch this, you enjoy it, you enjoy me. I will be doing more makeup looks, and hopefully I can get some of my clients to agree for me to film while I do their makeup, because I usually do more dramatic stuff on my clients than I do on myself. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be doing more makeup videos. I can do more dramatic stuff for myself if that's what you want to see, but I believe there's so much of that already out there that it would be really cool if there was just someone who did, like, maybe to people who love makeup and do makeup all the time, like stupidly simple stuff, but to people who have no idea about makeup, I hope that this is helpful to you. But anyway, have a fantastic day. I have to get my kit packed and ready for the day, so hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye!